Hey everyone, good afternoon. This is Andrew Avalos. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to unlock cascading revenue share. I'm going to get into the details of revenue share and also show you transparency in revenue share models. So I'm going to share my screen and bring up a revenue share chart so that we can get into this and I can share with you revenue share and what it looks like and how to understand cascading revenue share. Okay, so many of you look at this chart and it's if you haven't been part of a revenue share group, it's or cloud-based brokerage in the past, it's can be a little confusing. But I'm going to make it very simple so that you have an understanding of how to not only understand the revenue share and how it works, but also the transparency in revenue share models. So we're going to start off with this is the revenue share model of LPT Realty. And I'm going to start off with the business builder model. And as you can see here on the top, it shows that the business builder model has a $5,000 cap. And then the brokerage partner model has a $15,000 cap. So a company like LPT Realty that says that they share 50% of company dollar with their agents back to the revenue share pool. So what does that mean? So on a $5,000 cap, they are going to share $2,500. And if you were to take a look at all of the 775, 450, 175 three times, 250, and 500, you would see that that would actually add up to $2,500, which is a true 50% of the $5,000 cap. The same is true with the brokerage partner plan at $15,000. The 50% of that is 7,500. So if you were to add 2325, 1350, 525 three times, 750 and 1500, you will see that that's actually $7,500, 50% of the cap of $15,000. So if you were part of a revenue share model and you were to say, hey, is the company really sharing 50% back to revenue? This is how you would add it up to see. There are companies that I know of that say that they are, but they're not. And it's very simple to just go in and look to see what they're giving you in the chart. In addition to that, there are companies that are advertising their revenue share model to be much more than it is. If you were to add those numbers up, one specifically has a $16,000 cap, and there's a lot of advertisement around that if you were to go and add up those numbers, it's $16,000, which is completely false because the company does not share 100%. They only share 50%. So this is how you can tell. This is transparency and revenue share. So it's 50% of company dollar, go through, add the tiers up, and does that equate to 50%? So if you were to take a look at the 31% column here, this is where a lot of agents get stuck and say, okay, I don't understand that. How do you come to these numbers? What does that mean? So I'm going to share that with you now. So we've established that 50% of 5,000 is 2,500. And if you were to take $2,500, 50% of the business builder model, and you were to just simply multiply that by 31%, you will see that you will get $775. If you did the same process and took 50% of 15,000, which is 7,500, and you multiplied that by 31%, so 7,500 times 31%, you would get $2,325. It goes the same way on every one of these tiers. Take the same number, 2,500 times 18% on tier 2, that's going to come up to 450. And if you were to take that same 18%, but multiply that by 7,500 on the brokerage partner plan, you're going to get 1,350. So on and so forth, all the way down to 7 levels. It's going to match the 20% multiplied by whatever that 50% is. So you will see that number, these numbers all all are consistent with a 50% revenue share. So the next question that I get is, what is tier one, tier two, tier three? And LPT Realty has a 7-tier revenue share model. So what does that mean? So your tier one agent is an agent that you directly sponsored to the company. You spoke with an agent, you provided value, you provided information to the agent, and that information made the decision. The agent made their decision based on the information that you provided them, and you were the most influential person in their decision-making process. So they named you as a sponsor. When they completed their ICA, their independent contractor agreement, they wrote you in as their sponsor. So for every person that directly writes you in as the sponsor, whether it would be on the business builder or the broker partner plan, those agents would be your tier one agent. So agents that directly wrote you in as their sponsor. And now there's no you can have literally as ambitious as you are, as much as you want to go out and communicate with agents. You can imagine that you can have as many of these on your front line as you can go out and generate, right? By how much effort you're going to put into the revenue share program. And this is called compensation for contribution. As you help the company grow, the company rewards you. And this is how they reward you, through the cascading revenue share. So now your tier one are the agents that you directly sponsored, brought into the company. They wrote you in as their sponsor. So what is your tier two? Your tier two is your tier one agents went out and they helped and they duplicated the process, and they helped other agents and they provided them LPT's information. They liked what they saw. And so they decided to join, and they wrote your tier one agent's name in their ICA. So their independent contractor agreement. So your tier two are the agents that your tier one agents brought in. Your tier three are the agents that your tier two agents brought in. This is about duplicating the process, having collaboration. And so this happens and goes all the way down to 7 levels. So you would start off by attracting agents to the company. Those agents would be your front level, your first level. Those agents that you attracted would attract agents. That would be your second level, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 7 levels. So this is how to unlock cascading revenue share. And this is also how you can see transparency in revenue share. In order to unlock all 7 levels at LPT Realty, you would need 20 agents on your tier one. So your frontline qualifying agents, in order to unlock all 7, as you can see, 20 agents unlock all 7 levels. So you attract your first agent to the company, and from the very first agent that you attract, you will be paid revenue share on all of them. And then when you get to when you attract 4 or more, you unlock level 2. 8 or more unlocks level 3. 12 or more unlocks tier 4. 16 agents unlock tier 5. 19 agents unlock tier 6. And when you hit to 20, you would have unlocked all 7 levels of revenue share. So I hope this helps. I hope you have a clear understanding of revenue share, cascading revenue share, how to unlock it, and also how to make sure that you're actually getting 50% of the company dollar in your revenue share program. Thank you for watching.